tuning into EskimoTV, your home for icy and chilly movie reviews. I'm your host, Jason Escamilla. Boy Erased is directed by Joel Edgerton and was one of my most anticipated movies of the year. And it lived up to the expectations, being one of my favorite movies in 2018. This film is about a young man named Jared, portrayed by Hedges, who is a devout Christian and struggles with his sexuality, finding himself attracted to men. Jared's parents, played by Crowe and Nicole Kidman, are well-intentioned but also have strong Christian beliefs as well. In fact, the father character is a Baptist pastor. Upon learning that Jared is attracted to men, the parents send him to a Christian gay to straight conversion camp where he meets other young adults like Troye Sivan who are fighting against their urges, and what unfolds at this conversion camp is extremely heartbreaking. The goal of Boy Erased is to show everyone the negative effects of conversion therapy. There's many people who don't know that conversion camps are something that really happens in 2018. Gay conversion camps are legal in 36 states, and this film really connected with me personally because there's someone I actually know really well who attended one of these gay to straight conversion camps. He gave me permission to share his story, and this friend, who I will call Jay, has told me that he felt guilty because of his religious beliefs, and that this experience was very weird and had no impact on him after everything that he went through at this camp. He's still gay, and what they did is they tried to get the campers to think of a memory that caused their homosexuality. And my friend was forced to imagine himself beating up someone from his past who had hurt him by hitting a punching bag continuously. He said it was a very awkward experience. There was a lot of people in the room watching him. They also had him cradle an extremely older gentleman. It was very unusual activities, and I was freaked out when he opened up to me about this. The camp portrayed in Boy Erased had striking similarities to what my friend Jay had experienced, and I felt like I could relate to the main character Jared more than most people because I actually knew someone who went through one of these camps. Hedges delivers a stunning performance. He acts and behaves how I think someone who was raised in his position would act, and I thought it was very believable. Initially, he wants to change and do what he feels is right for God. Then doubt sets in. And there's a scene where Joel Edgerton, the leader of the camp, wants Jared to unleash anger towards someone who he feels caused his homosexuality. And Jared, wanting to be genuine, can't do it. He's not mad at anyone. Someone from the camp suggests faking it so he can leave the camp sooner, but Jared wants to be genuine and instead explodes on the camp leader.
Sit. Where is all this anger coming from?
Because you're making me angry. Hey. You're all crazy.
That was the scene that reminded me of what my friend had described. But instead of having the courage to say that he wasn't angry at anyone, he faked it, my friend did, so that way people at the camp would leave him alone. He screamed and yelled at this punching bag, who was supposed to represent just someone from his past who had previously hurt him. And it really did not help whatsoever. These camps are bogus. They try to convince you that you are a victim and that the secret to becoming straight is connecting with other men and letting out repressed feelings, whether that be fear or anger. Like I said earlier, Troye Sivan stars in this movie. He's one of the guys who is attending the conversion camp, and he actually wrote an inspiring song called Revelation. It plays twice in the movie, and I really enjoyed it. I've listened to it ever since its release on Spotify. It's simple but powerful in context. I actually chose to use it as the background track for this video. I was worried that this movie would be overdramatic in negatively portraying Christians as people who are hateful. There's definitely some Christians who are very judgmental and lack understanding, but from my experiences, the Christians that I've interacted with, they aren't hateful, and if they were painted as horrible people, it would have felt very contrived and poorly represented. I think it does that a little bit with Joel Edgerton's character and a few others in charge at the camp. They did feel a bit overly negative and antagonistic, but I think they needed to do that to feel like there was a clear antagonist. And I think Nicole Kidman saves the film from portraying every Christian in this way. She actually tells Jared something really moving. She says, "I love God, but I also love my son." Nicole Kidman's performance as Jared's mom was pleasant, believable, and should earn her an Oscar for Best Supporting Actress. I really admired her compassion and support for Jared, and she felt very realistic. It would have been refreshing to see more characters, perhaps other family or friends of Jared, that was more like her. I think this movie is very captivating and important. With gay conversion camps being legal in 36 states, I think this movie can inform people how ineffective and potentially harmful they can be. Hopefully, the more the general public realizes what these camps are, hopefully the practice can be banned completely. Because of its significance and with how well the story and characters are developed, I'm gonna give Boy Erased an A+. I love talking about movies, but one thing I love more is talking about movies with you. So let me know if you have a question or an opinion that you'd like to share regarding Boy Erased. You can also follow me on social media at EskimoTV. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And as always, if you enjoyed this review, like this video and subscribe for more icy and chilly EskimoTV reviews.